Today, we're reading Ed and Ted and Ted's dog Fred. There was a man. His name was Ed. Ed lived in a shed with his friend Ted. Ted had a dog. His name was Fred. Fred liked Ted, but he didn't like Ed. One morning, Fred jumped on Ed's bed. "Fred, get off my bed," said Ed. Fred just barked and bit Ed's head. "I'm fed up with Fred," said Ed. "I'm leaving the shed." He's leaving his shed? He didn't even pack? He didn't even bring any of his stuff? Ed jumped in his car, which was red. "Ed," called Ted, "come back to the shed." But Ed just shook his head. Away he sped. Ted jumped in his car, which was also red. Once again, no one's bringing anything. They need to be prepared. But Ted's car wouldn't start. The battery. Ted's face went red. "Bother," he said, to take the sled instead. Why didn't he just get more batteries? Maybe because he needed to hurry up. Ted hitched up Fred to the front of the sled, which, by the way, was also red, and away from the shed sped Fred and Ted. Ted and Fred sped after Ed. Ted saw Ed's red car up ahead. "Fred," called Ted, "stop the sled." But Fred could not. On they sped. Ted and Fred smashed into Ed. Over the cliff Ed plummeted, along with Ted and Fred. They hit the water and sank like lead. Poor Ed and Ted and Ted's dog Fred. They were almost dead when they were swallowed by a whale called Ned. Are they dead now? "Bother," said Ed. "Bother," said Ted. "Bother," said Fred, as they moved around in the belly of Ned. They haven't been digested yet. Oh, good. But the whale called Ned, who was overfed, blew Ed and Ted and Fred out of the hole in top of his head. Up flew Ed and Ted and Fred, and then... I just want to share a fact. Did you know that whales can get food stuck in their blowholes? That's how whales choke. And yes, that does happen. Down, down, down they all did head. "Oh no," said Ted. "We'll end up dead." "Fear not," said Ed to his friend Ted, stretching a handkerchief over his head. "Hang on to me, Ted. Hang on to Ted, Fred." And down to the ground they parachuted. "Thank you, Ed," said Ted. "Thanks to you, we are not dead," said Fred as he jumped up and licked Ed's head. Ed hugged Fred. Fred hugged Ed. Ted hugged Fred. Fred hugged Ted. What? Ed hugged Ted. Ted hugged Ed. And they lived happily ever after in the shed.